Welcome to the DGSN News. My name is Desmond. I'm a 7th grader.
My name is Kobe and I'm a 7th grader.
My name is Ayana. I'm a 6th grader.
My name is Nilani and I'm a 6th grader. This week's highlight is about the African American Student Celebration. A highlight from that night was that we all got to be together with parents, family, friends, and it was so much fun.
The highlight from the panel was everyone always shares with you, helps you, and if something's wrong, they always help you with something that's hard or something, and also it's supportive for a Black person like me.
And just to love yourselves. Don't worry about what people say or what they think. People are always gonna think.
One highlight I had from the party was getting the food and being on stage talking to everybody about my experience here.
Our African American Student Celebration was so wonderful. I think the thing I love the most is seeing teachers, families, and students coming together to celebrate all of the hard work and really nuanced accomplishments of our students who we just want to make sure are feeling seen and heard on a day-to-day basis in our school. And just being together as a community just means so much for our whole community.
One of the great parts about the African American Student Celebration is it gives us a time to take inventory on how well we are serving a group that has been traditionally underserved in our nation and in Denver as well. And in getting a chance to look at some of the data, we see some really encouraging signs. When we disaggregate our student data for our Black students, we're able to see that compared to their peers, they are rating that they enjoy to come to school at a higher rate, that they feel more comfortable being themselves, that they feel like the behavior around them does not disrupt their learning. And so we're seeing some real positives around creating a welcoming and inclusive school environment, which we know has not been the case for many of our African American students and families throughout their experience in public education. Where we do see some room to grow is that when we look at the growth data for our Black students, we are growing above the state average, which is great. It's something to be celebrated, but our goal is not just to be above average. Our goal is to be excellent, and we did see an opportunity, and we named it the next step in our ability, in addition to recruiting more students of color, which is going well in our 6th grade, is to make sure that we're reaching those incredibly high levels of academic success, that median growth percentile that's 65 or higher. And we know this is something that we can achieve as a school, and we're going to be pushing myself as an administrator, our students, of course, our staff members, to see how we can make sure that the growth for our students, all students in our school, is at that top level, because that's certainly where we see ourselves as a school. Overall, it was an amazing event, and we had so much to celebrate. Each individual story of student success we were able to celebrate, but we know that there is more work to be done. I think that's something that honestly excites us.
So at last Friday's celebration, we were able to celebrate students for a new core value, our core value of relevance. These are students who are really making their learning come to life. So congratulations to Micah for just making sure that everyone around him is also grasping the content, to Blake for just being really reflective and always learning from mistakes, to Sarah for asking great questions that keep conversations in class relevant, to Wesley, who is applying his math to real life situations, to Aiden, who is always making connections to what they're learning and also pushing himself and his curiosity, to Joe, who uses real world topics to apply to what they're working on in literacy, to Ellie, for just working really hard in her gardening class and helping develop a grant proposal for our school. And last but not least, Audrey, for just really making connections to science relevant. So congratulations, students, amazing work, just making sure that your learning is relevant to your lives.